Well, my name is Sebastian Sanzotta. I'm a four-year Mentor resident, but pretty much a lifelong Lake County resident. And we're here to talk about electromagnetic hypersensitivity, otherwise known as EHS, how it affected me, how I came to become aware of it, the research I did, and what I'm trying to do to get the word out to other people. Well, I am a Navy veteran. I did 2 tours in the Persian Gulf, and I used my GI Bill to start a new career, and I decided to start a medical career in healthcare. And I have 9 years total invested in my healthcare career. I was a radiologic technologist, registered in bone densitometry and radiography, and I was also a licensed phlebotomist. In fact, I ran a radiology and blood lab department for a major local hospital system. And like I said, I had 9 years total invested in that career. I really liked what I did. I know I helped a lot of people. I made a lot of great friends during that time. I enjoyed my job. I was good at it. But thanks to EHS, electromagnetic hypersensitivity, I could no longer function in that career. What really brought out the source of the problem to my awareness was my 3G smartphone. And after about 6 months of using that phone, I started having pain in my hands, and my joints started swelling up. My hands would hurt every time I held the phone when it was on. The joints of my fingers literally swelled up. The joint that was right under the transmitter of the phone swelled up to twice its size. That would be this joint right here, was completely swollen. The fingers that I used for the touch screen swelled up a lot. In fact, they started twisting. It's still a little bit crooked. I started getting facial pain. It was like a deep burning sensation in my face, my nose, my jaw. And it only happened when I was near the phone while it was on. So there was just no doubt in my mind that the problem was coming from my phone. And it got so bad, it got to the point where after I looked on the internet, I found the bioinitiative reports of 2007 and 2012, and it clearly spelled out all the health hazards, which was the first awareness I had there could be any problem with the radiation coming out of that phone. In the meantime, they are rolling out Wi-Fi through all of our communities, all of our schools. Every new phone that you buy is drastically more powerful with the radiation it emits. Every cell tower you see is increasing in power. And meantime, if you have problems with it, like I do, and virtually everyone's having problems, they just don't know it. Okay, but people that are aware of it, if they have a concern, well, this is your choice as an American. You can go post your comment on this website, and they're really not doing anything about it. In regard to who's affected the most, in his latest interview on emfsummit.com, Barry Trower stated, it is a lot like smoking. He said, you could take 4,000 people and do a study on them over a period of time and have every one of them smoke 2 packs of cigarettes a day. And he said right off the bat, you'd have a lot of them that might die, get really sick very quickly. And then another portion of that group, they might get cancer and disease in a year, 5 years, 10 years. And then maybe up to half of that group, they wouldn't feel anything at all. They wouldn't get sick at all. And in fact, at the end of the study, they'd ask for another carton of cigarettes. And that's how it works with radiation exposure. It's random, and it's unpredictable. And that is how radiation works. So this is a very, very serious issue. And obviously, I'm sorry to say, our government has to maintain the stance that they have, like I found out when I called the FCC. They have to maintain that there's no problem with this, that there's no danger other than thermal heating. Because once you acknowledge that there's any non-thermal effect, then you have to apply the precautionary principle and the ALARA principle, and that's why they keep the warnings off the packaging.